Anyway, folks been, me first, and then other people were like, yeah, you need to do something with those hoses. They're just flopping around. I've got a couple zip ties, kind of managing, not really, the hoses. And maybe just, golly, I mean, it's just, there's so much to manage. And then you got to think, well, this is going to swing, so you need a certain amount of play. Now, these aren't really the issue. It's these long and dangly ones here. And they can swing with these. So I'm thinking maybe clean a couple spots. And I've got these sticky hook tie. I don't know if it's going to work. What do you think, camera lady? Am I living a pipe dream right now?
Probably.
Can the camera see even what I'm doing here?
Possibly.
Possibly. So maybe one here, one here, one here. I mean, I don't know. So I'm gonna scuff, just lightly scuff 1, 2, 3 spots maybe. What do you think? And then, did you do that?
No.
You did, didn't you? Look what you did. So those are the things we're going to use. So I've got them scuffed, clean off with a little brake cleaner. And I'm just going to show you 3 locations for right now. I love how fast brake cleaner dries. So don't worry about that right now, because see what camera lady's trying to clean. She's like, I got it. Yeah, you got the cleaning, but then you're only kind of sort of doing this. So could you?
I'm not moving.
Just stop. Yes, you are. This is the interesting part you were missing.
I know.
All right. So you can actually run the ties through either way. That's nice. So I'm going to find where I scratched up the paint. And I'm just going to stick that there. I have no idea how strong these really are. See, look, I picked up one that you dropped. So there's one. Scratch mark. Number 2. And there's scratch mark number 3 right there. Okay. That looks about as bad as one would expect. And I don't know, I mean, maybe? What do you think? Do these look amazingly sharp or amazingly sticky?
Maybe.
Strong?
Hopefully.
We'll see. They actually, you know what they really remind me of? The little face attachments that the Borg in Star Trek. You remember the Borg from Star Trek?
Maybe.
Do you really? Yeah, you do. You actually liked Star Trek Voyager. That's like the only show you liked, wasn't it? So now I'm taking a few. They've got Velcro zip ties. It's not a zip tie. It's a Velcro tie. And I'm thinking, let's take the worst.
Zip tie mounts.
Yeah. So the worst offenders are these 2 that go all the way out to that last cylinder. So I want to give them the slack they need, but that should be enough. And then the question is, well, how many hoses could you really hold with one of these? I'm going for 2. I'm going to try to get both of these on here. No, this one goes here. This one goes there. And that one goes there. Okay, so these are the 2 that are the ones that are always dragging on the ground and getting caught up in my bucket teeth and whatnot. So let me just keep these up higher and bring these right about there. What do you think? I'm just gonna attempt. It's supposed to go with it. Is it not gonna go? Maybe I gotta like double it up. Great idea, Fairy is laughing at me. I swear it said buy this with that. And I am like regretting now. Looks like it's made for a regular zip tie, not for a cable or a Velcro tie. But I don't know.
Go from the top now.
Yeah? That's not a bad idea, maybe. Or if I could just fold them over and shove them through. Oh! Yes! That is not really what... Oh, that looks okay. I still think they're probably made for the regular zip ties. All right, so we've got this in position. And I'm just going to... I guess I don't want to make it too... Or do I want to make it tight? Let's just try it tight first. Okay. And that's just one holding it. So we'll give it some help. A couple extras here to help. You want to try a different position? Looking over my shoulder, maybe? Camera lady is wanting to be late. You are my best camera lady, though. But sometimes she's like, I don't want to get off my butt. I was comfortable. There we go. There we go. And it looks like, are you supposed to put it through there? That's wild. I guess you're supposed to put it through there. Maybe. I've never used these, so I don't. And then back on itself. That's kind of cool. I didn't do that on that one. All right. And then last one here, just a preliminary try. Just proof. What do they call this, camera lady? Proof of concept. That's what we're going for here. We're just seeing if this will work at all. Okay. So, and then these other zip ties could stay until I, kind of finish it. No, you're binding too soon. All right. So take a step back here and look at our handiwork. I mean, if that stays, that looks nice. Whoop, well, that one didn't stay already. That is really just not wanting to. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. There. And now these both could get a couple more. See how this is probably too tight here. I might leave that for now. Let me cut this zip tie off. And it's good we're finally getting to this because there are a couple spots on the hoses where I can already see a little wear. Like right here, it's starting to wear on this outer sheath, protector, cover, whatever you call it. So I got these set up the same way as I did those three. Scuff up, spray it down with brake cleaner, make it sticky. And yeah, we'll just... Passes through like it's a zip tie, but it's not a zip tie. It's just Velcro. And then last one here. I say last one. I might put more later if these don't seem to be strong enough. They say right on the packaging that you can add screws. They do have screw holes in these. Could you give me one? Camera lady cleaned them all up that she spilled. So you can see there's actually where designated designated spots to put screws in it too if you need extra strength. We're going to try it with just the adhesive. That looks way better. You want some play, I guess, right? I don't want to put it on here because that'll be a lot of movement. So I actually only have these strapped onto the main boom. So let's try that. Let's just see how it functions like this. Camera lady, would you like to take over again? Make sure we're pointing at things that would matter. Now I'm probably gonna spill the box. But you put them on my seat, camera lady.
Well, that's where they were.
All right. Let's give it a shot. Did I bring the keys? Yes, I did. Do I have the fuel on? Fuel is good. Fuel is wonderful. Is it full of fuel? Try to break my ankle. I don't think I ran it out, but I might have. If this doesn't start, that's probably why. Start to this side. So we're just checking to see if the hoses bind up, don't bind up. Dangling on the side there, but wow, that's a lot better, isn't it? So I'm thinking I might put one more. I don't know. Maybe right to this, well, no, it's a curved surface. Maybe right here, right there. Or put these together maybe. Yeah. Thank you, camera lady. That's better, right? And this guy likes to grab. I need to turn that around the other way, run it that way. That'll solve that. Same thing with this. I need to have these going the other way so they don't catch. Same thing with that one. So I just took one of these out here. And, you know, when I put it together, I guess I just picked a side and decided to put them all on this side. Obviously, after a little bit of time using it, they need to be locked in on this side so it's more flush. Better for the, better for the hose management. Make sure all my pressure's off here. If I'm going to be able to get this out or not. Here it comes, come on. And of course, if I need to, I could grab a pin from somewhere else if that's the right size, yep. And by doing this, kind of hold it in place too. Kind of, sort of. Of course, I got to move this now, so. Let's just put that somewhere, no. I want to pick up dirt on it, all right. Well, that was an idea anyway, but it doesn't look like it's gone anywhere, so we're gonna put it on this side now. Oh, that was easier than I was fretting it would be. Make sure my hole's lined up. Sweet. There, one down. So now I can lock this back down. And of course it moved ever so slightly. Fortunately, I'm not that worried about my paint job here. It still looks good though. I mean, it's still new basically. I mean, how old is this thing now? Like a year is all, I think. I think we put it together about a year ago. Sister Handyish and I. All right, so there, one done. Ooh, that's got a lot, oh, that's got a lot more tension on it. You no kidding, dummy. You gotta unscrew that one too. Times. every so often you'll run into a job, you're like, dang it, I need the right tool. Just ruins your day. Because you got to go to town and get the right tool. Or if you've got a friend, hopefully you can borrow one. Come on. Nope. I don't want to damage it. Oh. Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on. Ooh. That fell a little bit. That's great. See, that's why there was tension, you dummy. Because your bucket's on there. Now I gotta lift this with a bad back. No. Nope. So what is a guy supposed to do? Can't lift it with my bad back. Do I have a lever? Something I could use for a lever. I don't know. Can I just lift it back up maybe? Just a little. Of course it's pushed that way. Whew. Let's see. Do I have something that's not buried a mile deep? This still ain't long enough. It would be. Yeah. I just need a fulcrum. Maybe. Nope, the leg's in the way. Maybe. Oh. Hey. That's almost promising. I really need to set this screw down before I lose it. If I can do two things at once, I need it about 3/4 of an inch that way. So if I could, with one foot, ooh, and without breaking my hand. Oh, did I like magically get in there? Somehow, some way? Not quite. But somehow it is holding, so it kind of made it. Yes! Ha ha! Yeah! Ah. Just needed a little bit of leverage. I mean a little bit too, that's not much. But you know, this bucket's not 1,000,000 pounds. So, you know, I don't know if I've said this before about the Nortrac backhoe here. But if I have, I'll say it again. If I haven't, I'm saying it. It's just big enough that you can, you know, you can do a little digging. You can do, I mean, and I say a little digging. I mean, it's what you need it for, right? This is all I need around here. And it's so handy to have something. You don't, we live so far out from town, and it's one less thing I have to, you know, you got to rent if you, or do without, you know, we all do that, right? Just sometimes you, well, I really need that, but well, can't have it. We can't, it's too expensive, or it's too this or too that. So these were actually the two that I was the most worried about. That one isn't too bad. I'm more worried back here about the pinch point, because it gets in there sometimes. So I've got a little strap holding it now out of the way. But for these hoses out here, that's pretty good. I think those hoses don't get anywhere near that, and they move out with it. So I tell you what, I'll do that if I need to. I know I need these. I mean, look right here, it's right there. So those are the other way now. Not an issue. If I notice these wanting to grab them, then I'll do the same thing. Okay, so let me put you in a spot to take a look, and I'm actually gonna go full motion as much as I can, just to make sure what we've done here. I don't know, made a difference. And to put some strain on it. Just these little sticky pads, I don't know, I'm impressed so far, but they've only been working at one temperature. And it's like 70, so good time to get them on. They're gonna see a temperature swing here over the next few days though, down and then back up. Yes, my barn's a mess. It's just like my garage, just a mess, terrible. All right, firing it up. Here we go. All right, just looking for any wear points right here. See if it wants to pinch. Don't want to hit the camera. That's good. That's good. My little assist there is doing the job. Let's bring it in. See, it puts pressure on it there. This guy right here is going to be doing most of the work. That's good. Now I'm looking up at those two that I didn't flip around. And that's fine. See that? It almost gets to it, but it never quite does. Yeah, that is so much better. All right, good. Okay. So I don't know what recap. Recap. We had hose mismanagement or completely not managing, and the two that go all the way out to the curl, the bucket, were the main culprits that I was worried about. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these 1.5 inch sticky tie holder things. Amazon. Got a whole box of like, good grief, I think it's like 50 or 150. It's way more than I'll use for here, but maybe I'll use it somewhere else. We're gonna see how they do, and we'll report back, or maybe I won't. I'm usually bad about that. Ask me if you're like, did it work? That'll ask the question, and it'll remind me to do a follow up, or just in the comments say, yeah, they're still on there. Yeah, good to flip those around too. So we got those. Scuff it up with I think I was using 220 grit, something like that, or 320 or 220. I don't know. Not super aggressive. Just to take the little gloss, a little bit of the gloss off of the paint. Brake cleaner to clean it, stick it on there, run the tie through. This is, gosh, you know, heck, this is only 7-8 inches apart here. And these two are about the same. Little gap here. I do have a regular zip tie right there, just because it was already there. I don't think there's like a suggested way. I guess I could look in the manual. They probably just say something about, I don't know if they even do. Anyway, I'll hit these fittings with some grease before the next time I use it. Just changed the oil not long ago. I think we're getting ready to dig again. I've got a couple projects in mind for this summer, so stay tuned. Have a little fun. Yep. Oh, there's the back.